from ABx Cook. I get to speak with Mark Cooksey again, and we're discussing the ALCORE world of operations. Mark, this is quite a technical one today, so let's start with a bit of orienting. What aspect of operations are we speaking about? What sort of world of mining products are we dealing with here?
Yeah, hi Danielle, great to be with you again. So we're talking about fluorine today. So that's one of the two major projects in ABx. Fluorine is a chemical used in lots of industries worldwide, lithium-ion batteries. It's used to make aluminium fluoride that's used in aluminium smelting. And what we're developing is a process to take a byproduct from aluminium smelting and use that to produce fluorine chemicals.
So Mark, the big announcement today relates to an economic report looking into this. Can you tell us all the highlights? I know it's a pretty razzle-dazzle.
Yeah, that's right. So we're developing a process that will produce hydrogen fluoride at lower costs. We've done an economic assessment with input from external parties, and that assessment shows that our cost of making hydrogen fluoride should be in the lowest quartile of hydrogen fluoride production costs and have sort of a 30 to 60% operating margin, which is pretty exciting.
And where does hydrogen fluoride sit in the fluorine supply chain?
Yeah, that's a really important point. So it's right in the middle. So I said fluorine chemicals at the end, what we use, are very important. Now, most of the world's fluorine comes from fluorspar. That's the ore that we mine, and there's growing interest in that because it's becoming more scarce and the price is going up. But to turn fluorspar into fluorine chemicals, first you need to turn it into hydrogen fluoride. So that's sitting there in the middle. Basically all the fluorspar becomes hydrogen fluoride and then becomes fluorine chemicals. And what we're developing is a process to produce hydrogen fluoride, but we don't need fluorspar. So we don't need to mine or buy that high price material. We're using a byproduct from aluminium smelting, which can be available at very low cost. And that's the crux of the economic advantage.
And in terms of the products that you have the potential to produce, could you tell us, in the global markets, sort of where do they sit? Are there any substitutions, competitors, and what are they used for? What's that demand profile looking like?
Well, that's one of the real sort of attractions of this fluorine market is that there's not many substitutes for it. So, as I said, fluorine chemicals are used in various applications in lithium-ion batteries, and really they're the best. Aluminium fluoride is absolutely essential to make aluminium metal. There's no alternative. Rare earth fluorides are used to make rare earth metals. Hydrogen fluoride is used to help manufacture semiconductors, and there's no alternative. So there's a very strong, robust market there, and all of that comes from hydrogen fluoride. So we're going to be supplying part of the hydrogen fluoride to that global market, but as I said, doing it, we estimate it in the lowest quartile of the costs.
And now, with this economic assessment showing such strong results, Mark, does that affect your priorities or your timelines at all? What are those next steps for the fluorine and ALCORE side of operations at ABx? When are we going to see that plant in Tasmania in full swing?
Yeah, that's right. And that's the key project development stage we're in, is building this pilot plant. I mean, this economic assessment, we've always known this announcement was more about going through the rigor of making sure it's right and announcing it. It just reinforces the opportunity we've got. And so all our focus right now is on building this pilot plant. Equipment's already arrived on site. They'll continue the next several months. And we expect to make announcements pretty soon to keep everyone up to date on that. And what we hope is this announcement today about the economic assessment is really highlighting to strategic and retail investors out there, look, this is a really good commercial opportunity. We've done well to identify it and exploit it, and we think it's a really compelling commercial opportunity.
Well, Mark, congratulations once again for more technically impressive and intellectually challenging results. We're looking forward to following this through.
Great, thanks Danielle.